Hello everyone, I'm SARAVANAN here. My metric number is 282624. Today our group, which is group 5, going to present and compare the ethics and corporate governance disclosure quality of a quality listed company. The sector that our group chose is financial institution. This paper evaluates the ethics and corporate governance of top executives or directors who are currently facing or have faced criminal prosecution indicated by the Security Commission Malaysia, which is disclosure quality of the problematic company, which is RHB Investment Bank Berhad, with another 3 comparable companies, which are Maybank Berhad, Hong Leong Bank Berhad, and M-Bank Bank Berhad within the past 5 years. Hence, this paper deliberates upon the failures of RHB Investment Bank Berhad towards the clients and Financial Intelligence and Enforcement Department of Bank Negara Malaysia. In this paper also particularly highlighted the ethical safeguards within corporate whistleblowing policy and anti-bribery or anti-corruption policy, which investigate disclosure quality with another 3 comparable companies, which are Maybank Berhad, Hong Leong Bank Berhad, and M-Bank Berhad. Towards the end of the study, recommendation are put towards the policymaker. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and good day. My name is SITTAL, anak perempuan MUTHUVAIRU, and my metric number is 282629. So today for my part, I will be present about the introduction of our company. So the company that we have selected with criminal prosecution is RHB Investment Banking Berhad. The company faced criminal prosecution in the year 2018. First and foremost, RHBIB failed to continuously due diligence and examination on 7 of their clients' trading accounts that has been done by their customers. The bank did not mention to the Financial Intelligence and Enforcement Department of Bank Negara Malaysia about the strange transactions that has been carried out through 5 of their bank accounts. RHBIB has also neglected to identify its customers and authenticate those customers' identities using a trustworthy and reliable sources of information, data, and statistics. They also failed to oversee its appropriately authorized agents and guarantee their adherence with the regulatory requirements with the principles of the bank and the government. Based on all of these inappropriate activities and due to the lack of sufficient safeguards and threat control procedures, RHBIB violated Market Conduct Guidelines Core Principle 3 by failing to ensure its operation in a responsible and efficient manner. In accordance with that, RHBIB submitted an appeal request to the Security Commissions regarding the violations and the penalty issued on them on January 16, 2019. The Security Commissions made the decision to confirm the violations and fines on May 27, 2019. That's all from me, thank you. Now I would like to pass to the next presenter.
A very good day to Doctor and my dear friends. Today myself, JAGGATHESWAREE, Doctor of KATHIGASU, number metric 281151, would like to present on the corporate cultures and also the ethical safeguard and breaches. So firstly, I will be explaining on the corporate culture. So for the problematic company, RHB Investment Bank Berhad, the mission of RHB to become the most admired, innovative and profitability financial service company in Malaysia with the distribution capability in neighboring Asian countries. And the vision will be to be a leading multinational financial service group. They had no vision actually, but only aspiration. Then, RHB Banking is also guided by its strong core values, which anchored by pride, which stands for professional, dynamic, respect, integrity and excellence. Next, we will be looking at the comparable company, which is Maybank. The mission of Maybank is humanizing financial service, and the vision is to advance Asian ambitions with you, which is to be a regional financial service leader. The core value of the Maybank is known as Tiger, which stands for teamwork, integrity, growth, excellence and efficiency, and also relationship building. Next, we look at the Hong Leong Bank, which is also a comparable company for the RHB. The mission of Hong Leong Bank is to become the leader in the financial service industry, a leader in each of the market that we operate in. And the vision is to be an integrated financial service group that consistently meet our customers' needs. The core value of Hong Leong Berhad are know our customer, timely and efficient service, fair, transparent and personal service, and also banking made accessible. Next is Bank Berhad, which is the third comparable company for the RHB. The mission of Bank is to connect growing and outperforming, to become Malaysia's preferred diversified internationally connect financial solution group, and we take the pride in growing our future with us is the vision of Bank Berhad. There are also few core values followed by the Bank, such as principled, proactive, appreciative, connect, and evolving. Next, I will be explaining on the ethical safeguard and breaches. So let's look at the ethical safeguard within the corporate culture of the problematic company, which is RHB Investment Bank Berhad. There are few code of conduct and ethics, each followed by RHB, which is to avoid possible conflicts of interest between personal interests and the company's its shareholders or client interests. Next, employees should not take the advantage of their position. Then, keep critical, non-public and price-sensitive information secret and secure. Then, ensure that all the necessary records are complete and correct. And finally, report any information about the unethical business practices and suspected criminal activity as soon as possible. Next, there is also few programs that conduct by the RHB to encourage the virtues among the employees or directors. Firstly, RHB internal social media channel, workplace by Meta and recognition via thanks board. Then, social, sport and recreational activities, engagement section during festival seasons, annual employment engagement survey, which is called as EES, and international customer efficiency survey, which is also known as ICES. And finally, Senior Leadership Forum GMD live section. Next, we look at the comparable company, which is Maybank. For the Maybank also, there are few code of conduct and ethics are conducted by the bank, which is fair treatment, personal data protection, board diversity and inclusiveness, integrity, and also human rights. Let's look at the programs that conduct by the Maybank to encourage their employees. So firstly, Maybank has conducted an e-learning session for their Maybankers, which is known as Do You Know the Sustainability? So under this program, there are few communication products as made, which is Sustainability Matters newsletter, Sustainability Insight information, and also Sustainable Speak podcast also accessible. Next, we look at the another program that conducted by the Maybank, which is known as Maybank Cares. It is a one-stop online gateway for all the things sustainability was created to provide the workers with the chance to embody and embrace the sustainability in all they do. So they hope this platform will make the every Maybankers will share and discuss and brainstorm the reality of the life sustainability. And we move to the another comparable company, which is Hong Leong Bank Berhad. There are also few code of conduct is conducted by the Hong Leong Berhad, which is competence, integrity, fairness, confidentiality, objectivity, and also environment. Next, we look at the program conducted by the Hong Leong Berhad to encourage the employees to work better, which is the Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers and also bank institution in the United Kingdom have collaborated to launch the Chartered Bankers course, a certificate program provided by the HLB and also HLISB. So it means Hong Leong Berhad have conducted a program for the bankers to complete a course to be a chartered bankers and also get their certificate as a qualification. Hong Leong Bank also provided a training program for the Sharia compliance professional working in the Islamic financial institution, which is named as Islamic Financial Qualification. Lastly, we look at the Bank Berhad. The code of conduct and ethics are compliant, responsibility, ethical, accurate, trustworthy, and equitable. So we look at the program conduct by the Bank to encourage the virtues among the employees or directors. So there are few programs are conducted by the Bank, which is balance and healthy lifestyle. Through this program, they have a few sport club Bank group. The Bank has hosted this variety of sport activities and also competitive challenges event to ensure their employees are fit, healthy, and alert in their body and spirit, as well as having a sense of healthy competition. Next, Bank Group Family Spirit, where the program is conducted among the employees' family to ensure they have the time for their family as well. Last and not least, work skills and professional development. to ensure that their workers always are updated with their skills and professional developments. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, my name is HAMITRAH GOBI and my record number is 281389. So, whistleblowing policy has been implemented by all these financial institution company. So, our chosen company is Bank, Maybank and Hong Leong Bank. So, from these policies, the main provision that all this company implies is the protection for the whistleblowing. The whistleblower's identity will always be treated in a strict confidential. Hence, according to a Maybank whistleblowing policy, they encourage the whistleblower to reveal their identification so that they can receive the required protection and also protection from the retaliations. If any threats made against the whistleblowers or anybody related to the retaliations for or revealing issues in a good faith will be protected from the detrimental actions. Furthermore, there are few principles followed by these companies in conjunction with the whistleblower policy, such as will be managed with a transparent manner, raising awareness about it, confidentiality information about the whistleblower will be protected, and remedial action will be taken if the whistleblowers have been harmed in any way. Then the complaint should be examining stated problems and decided on the best course of actions by ensuring protocols and reasonable protections for handling the whistleblowing, and verifies that the ombudsperson and the investigator have done their background research in carrying out their duties, such as ensuring the prima facie inquiry carried out correctly and conducted in a comprehensive manner. The next one is anti-bribery and anti-corruption policy. The aim of this policy is to reaffirm the RHB Banking Group's dedication to fully comply with the standards of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission's MACC Act 2009 in combating bribery and corruptions. The group is dedicated to designing and implementing the necessary policies and procedures, and also dedicated to operate in line with all relevant rules and regulations as well as the highest ethical standard. They also embodies this dedication through the Group Code of Ethics and Conduct of Employees. The Group Code of Ethics and Conduct outlines the norms of moral and ethical banking conduct and attempts to uphold trust in RHB Group's business operation, security and integrity. When they join, the highest new are given a briefing on the conduct and asked to sign the employee declaration and compliance in order to encourage honesty and openness while giving and receiving presents. The gift and hospitality guidelines are intended to assist the organizations and its employees understand their roles and responsibility in preserving corporate integrity regarding giving and serve as a supplement of the code. Then, they also implement a risk and control self-assessment RCSA framework which has been established throughout the business and the functional units within the RHB Group as a part of risk management process to further assess and encourage responsibility and ownership of risk management. In order to assure the risk identified and handled correctly and mitigated, all business and functional units within the group are obligated to report the individual findings following to RCSA exercise to the group operational and technology risk management for evaluations before presenting the RSCA findings to the GCRC for evaluations. So, the RHB banking groups are fully dedicated in improving their actions for the anti-bribery and anti-corruptions after the case has been filed. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm VIKESH BALAN, metric number 281618, will be presenting about the Board of Directors of the Problematic Company and Comparable Company. As we know, the Problematic Company is RHB Bank, while the Comparable Company is Maybank, Hong Leong Bank and M-Bank. Let's have a look on the Board of Directors of RHB Bank. Tan Sri Ahmad Badri Muhammad Zahir was appointed as a non-independent, non-executive chairman on 16 November 2020 and finalized as chairman on 24 March 2021. The Board of Directors of RHB Bank acknowledges the significance of sound corporate governance in pursuing measurable and long-term success for the RHB Banking Group. The board is still fully committed to upholding the group's excellent standards of corporate governance and making sure that its fundamental shared values and behaviors are applied consistently throughout all company operations. Now, let's go to the Board of Directors of Maybank. Tan Sri Datuk Sri Zamzam Zairani Muhammad Isa was appointed as a Maybank's non-independent, non-executive chairman on November 2, 2020. The Maybank Board of Directors sees corporate governance as a critical step in maximizing long-term shareholder value while taking other stakeholders' interests into account. Now, let's go to the Board of Directors of Hong Leong. Mr. Tan Kong Kun is the chairman of Hong Leong Capital Berhad and a director of HLFG, both which are publicly traded on the main market of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad, and a director of Hong Leong Assurance Berhad and Hong Leong Investment Bank Berhad. The Board of Directors of Hong Leong Berhad has created terms of reference to aid in the performance of this role. The board is charged with the efficient governance and control of the bank. The board specifies duties that are reserved for the board and those that are handed over to management in order to carry out its duties. Lastly, let's go to the Board of Directors of MBank. Mr. Woon Seng Chuan was appointed to MBank's Board of Directors as an independent non-executive director on June 18, 2015. On 1st January 2019, he took over as the chairman of the board. The Board of Directors oversees and gives strategic direction to the MBank Group activities. The board is aware of its paramount duty to act responsibly and diligently while abiding by the law in order to serve the interests of its shareholders as well as those of its workers, clients and the general public. I think RHB Investment Bank Berhad carried a lower disclosure quality as the bank misconducted many actions. According to the data on the Security Commission, RHB Investment Bank Berhad failed to conduct ongoing due diligence and scrutiny of 7 of its client trading accounts, failed to discover and report suspicious transactions in 5 accounts to the Financial Intelligence and Enforcement Department of Bank Negara Malaysia, and failed to identify and verify its customers' identity using a reliable and independent source of documents, data and or information. It also failed appropriately monitor and guarantee the compliance of its licensed representative with securities regulations. All these activities lead to the lower disclosure quality by the bank. Banks are required by federal and state law to give customers information, brochures on account and lending options. The disclosures in question include crucial detail regarding the conditions, charges and interest rate that apply to your account. RHB Investment Bank Berhad should implement disclosure to the parties involved because it enables investors to make better educated choice. It benefits prudential regulation because it makes banks more answerable to regulators and investors.
Hello everyone, now I would like to do the conclusion of our studies. So failure in corporate governance is a real threat of the future of every corporation. With effective corporate governance based on core values of integrity and trust, which companies will have competition advantage in attracting and retaining talent and generating positive reaction in the marketplace. Okay, for example, if the bank have a reputation for ethical behavior in today's marketplace, it endangers not only for customer loyalty but employee loyalty also will be affected. So therefore, RHBIB, which is RHB Investment Bank Berhad, is the company that faced criminal prosecution in 2018. To conclude, RHBBI negligent to continuously to due diligence and examination on 7 of their clients' trading accounts and did not find out or mention strange transaction to 5 accounts to the Financial Intelligence and Enforcement Department of Bank Negara Malaysia. In addition to failing to appropriately oversee its authorized agent and guarantee their adherence with regulatory requirement, RHB Investment Bank Berhad neglected to recognize its client and those customers' identity using trustworthy, reliable source of documents, records or data. So throughout our research of RHB Investment Bank Berhad, which compare with Maybank Berhad, Hong Leong Bank Berhad and MBank Bank Berhad, Along with this dimension with our corporate culture, ethical safeguard and which whistleblowing policy, anti-bribery or anti-corruption policy and board of directors, we are able to find out that HBIB carries a lower disclosure quality as it fails to appropriately monitor and guarantee the compliance of its licensed representative with security regulation. Finally, our group decided to recommend the policymaker to input device to ensure the validity of the reports that are coming in, guaranteeing that the record must be seen by the person from whom it created and achieve security arrangement to ensure that no other person obstructs the record in any way. This arrangement can help you significantly reduce the risk of report mispresentation. So, companies should adopt policy that include environmental protection, whistleblowing, ethical training programs and so on. Such compliance mechanisms help develop and build corporate image and reputation, gain loyalty and trust from customers, and heightens commitment to employees. And that's all from me and that's all from my group. Thank you.